Hi, by popular demand, I'm going to show you how to make my mom's pho recipe. And we start off with the broth. And so let's start off with a quart of water. I'm doing it in the Instapot because it makes it a lot faster. I take, this is, you see, round steak, and I just got they're pretty cheap and they're good. I cut them into small chunks to make it cook faster, and I'll put those in there. And I also took a portion of it and I sliced it so that it would become the thin slice pho meat that you'll cook in the broth. So let's throw those in there. And then after you throw those, I put in chicken broth. And sometimes I will save the carcass from the Costco chicken, and that will actually make as well good broth, and then you don't have to do the chicken broth. And then now what you're gonna put is ginger, cinnamon, and what we call star anise. And this is what makes pho have its flavor, and it actually tastes like black licorice. So if you don't have star anise around and you had black licorice, you might be able to substitute to give out the same flavor, but I would probably just stick with star anise. And yes, my aunt. Besides that, you have the onions, and then you have what is called Daikon. I actually do cook it in two separate sections. So I'll put the onions in first, and then And one trick I found was I found this little colander at the Asian store, and I put my cinnamon and the star anise in there, and I put it in there so then it's easier to find and take out since they're smaller chunks. And I put that, and I usually put fish sauce, but I'll put it last later just to add a little kosher salt. And the trick now is to set the timer to meat stew for 20 minutes. Oops. Alright, and then one last thing is I like to add a little cilantro in my broth to give it extra flavoring. Some people don't like it, but that's it. Now just put the cover on and let it sit in 20 minutes, and we'll put the daikon after that.